What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Vette Green. I am back here just motivating you. This is a motivational minute, even though it's more than a minute, but it's still motivational. So we've been talking about accountability, and I want to continue with this discussion because it really is a major key to success. So many of us, we are living our lives as based on the things that have happened to us, the things that transpired in our lives, those situations that we have overcome, or maybe we're in right now. A lot of us are in these situations and we can't see our way out, and we believe in our minds that this is the determining factor of where our lives will be forever. Could you imagine being in that mess that you're in right now, or that mess that you got out of forever? Think about it for a moment. Sometimes we continue to relive out the trauma that we've gone through. We continue to live out those situations that we have gone through. We continue to live out as if it's happening right now. We continue to live out those things, and we continue to hold on to them like, yeah, this stuff happened to me. This is why I am the way that I am, because this happened to me. This is why I'm living my life the way I am, because that happened to me. It happened to me. You know, as I began to reflect on my own life and I think about the things that have happened to me, it hurts. It hurts deep, y'all. To imagine your own flesh and blood, somebody that is supposed to be your superhero trying to take you out. Imagine once you are here, that person that's supposed to be your superhero does something against you that nobody should ever violate you in any type of way. Imagine that happening. For some of you, I know that has happened to you. For some of you, you may be dealing with that right now. But I'm here to tell you that that does not depict your future. Sometimes it is very, very difficult for us to pick up the pieces of our lives and take accountability because so many people have done us dirty. And because they've done us dirty, we think that that's how we're supposed to live. And sometimes we begin to do ourselves dirty. And that's where the accountability comes in. The things that you can control. I talked about recently when I posted the latest video about accountability. I said the serenity prayer is something that hits deeply with me. God, give me the ability to accept the things I cannot change. There are some things in your life that you will never be able to change. And that's the situation. It happened. You're never going to be able to change somebody. They have to be willing to change themselves. You can't change a body. God, please give me the ability to accept the things I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can. And that's what we are going to tap in today. Having the courage to change the things that you can, because you are capable of changing your life. We are capable of changing the way our lives are right now. And many of us think that we aren't. Because again, we hold on to those situations. We hold on to that trauma. We hold on to the things that we have gone through in life as if we are supposed to keep it forever. Accountability means realizing the things that you can change in your life, and that's you. You can change the way you. Let's break this down, everybody, because I really, really, really want to make sure that this hits home with everybody, because I see what's happening and I know what has happened to a lot of us. I've heard the stories. My own story is, you know, I could have used it as tragic. I could have said that because the person that was supposed to have been my superhero hurt me deeply, I can't go on. I'll never amount to anything because I was blemished. You know, I felt like I was blemished for a very long time, and I couldn't erase that. As if I couldn't pick up the pen and start rewriting my story. Many of us choose, because it is a choice, we choose to remain unhappy because we think that us remaining unhappy makes that other person feel a kind of way. I can remember sitting on the bed trying to take myself out. Trying to take myself out because somebody did me dirty and I felt like I couldn't live without that person. So I'm going to take myself out to hurt them. Think about it. Think about that for a moment. I'm doing myself dirty because I think that I'm hurting them. Yeah, I can remember sitting on my bed, taking the pills, just taking the pills. And every time I'm picturing this person's face, just taking the pills as if I was hurting them. The accountability in that is, girl, Vette, you were doing yourself dirty while that person's over there living their bestest life. Let the Most High handle that, because the Most High is going to handle it. Trust and believe. I've seen it happen in my life. But I didn't know that at the time. I thought that me taking these pills and trying to unlife myself was going to hurt them. Accountability is, girl, you are hurting yourself. When you go and get yourself into these situationships, these relationships, whatever it is, these ships, and you know that you deserve more. Accountability is saying, you know what? Girl, dude, like, why do you continue to go down this spiral when you know you deserve more? That's what taking accountability is. Not what happened in that relationship, that situationship, whatever it is that you're in right now. Not the actual thing that happened. It's, what am I doing in this thing? What am I doing in this thing? Why do I continue to go for the same person? Why do I continue to go down the same road and keep ending with the same thing? That is what taking accountability means. Looking at what it is that you are not doing right, what you are doing wrong, the things that you can change about yourself. Maybe it's getting therapy because I have abandonment issues. Maybe it's getting therapy because I keep continuing to go down that same road, and it is insanity because I continue to do the same thing over and over again. That is taking accountability. When you reflect on yourself and what you could have done better. Yes, that person done you dirty, but why do you continue to go back to it when you know it is no good for you? That is what taking accountability is, y'all. And I say that it is powerful because when you remove the outside, when you remove the other people and you look at yourself and you can determine what it is that happened here as far as your part in it. You feel me? I hope that you're following me right now, because I know accountability is one of the hardest keys to obtain, because many of us want to blame the outside. I never had a chance because my mom was on drugs. So I never was able to graduate because I had to take care of my sisters and brothers. So, and I had to get out in the streets and sell myself because we didn't have any food and my parents weren't home. So this is my life right now because of that situation. This is my life right now because of that situation. Imagine living the rest of your life based on the things that happened to you. Imagine not holding on to the fact that you woke up another day, and that means that you have another chance to rewrite your life, because you do. For a very long time, and I spoke about this, for a very long time, I held on to what was done to me, and I wanted other people to feel sorry for me. I wanted people to feel sorry for me because I didn't want to take accountability that, yes, these things has happened, but girl, you still got another chance, and you have a chance to stand up. But you are the one that's continuing to lay in that bed. You are the one that's continuing to sit on that couch and flipping through channels, trying to numb your mind, trying to not reflect on the fact that you're not doing anything with your life. That is what accountability is, everybody. There's so many people out here hurting. And they're hurting from past things that happened. Many of us continue to relive our past and bringing it into our current instead of living in this moment. Right now, I am living in this moment. where I'm talking through what it is that I have been growing through myself. So I'm going to remain in this moment, not in that space where I got done dirty. I want to remove the things that happened to me and reflect on what could I have done better. What could I have done better? Because self-preservation is real. In order to be successful, everyone, you have to know thyself, and you have to take accountability for what you could have done better. And sometimes when you take accountability, you go look at yourself and be like, oh, child, like you kept accepting that, or you kept going down that road, or you kept doing that. Accountability is not pretty, because now you have to look at your flaws. I had to look at my flaws. I had to admit what I had done wrong. And it's not pretty. Listen, sometimes you may have to take a break from taking accountability, because it's like, dang, I could have done better. I didn't have to continue going down that road because I have these abandonment issues. I didn't have to continue going down that road because I felt like that was my support system, because I went through a life where I didn't have anybody to support me. And all of a sudden I have all of this support, even though it was negative, but I felt like it was family. So I continued to be with them. I continued to interact with them, even though I knew it was no good for me, but I felt like I didn't have anything else. You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes taking accountability is not being around certain aspects in your life. There's some people that have been in my life that I just can't be around because it turns on a negative sight in me. It turns on something in me that I am trying to get rid of. So why would I continue to be around that? Think about it. That's what taking accountability is, everybody. It is removing the outside and taking hold of what you can control. Remember, the only thing that you can control is you. You can control your reactions to things, because a lot of times we react. We react, and our reaction is based on the things that happen to us because it's triggering, right? Right? Sometimes we are triggered by emotions that happened in the past. Sometimes we come across personalities that trigger things that happened in the past, and we react. We react because it turns on something. It's like, oh, I remember this happening before, and oh, you remind me of that thing, so I'm going to react because I know how this is going to end, because this has happened before. Because this has happened before, y'all. Taking accountability is positioning yourself in a place where you know yourself, you know your triggers. You know when those abandonment issues are coming up. You know when those issues that you had where you felt like no one cared are resurfacing. That's what taking accountability means, y'all. And I may continue on this subject because this is a journey, right? This is a journey for all of us, and many of us are going through the unknown because you've never been there. I've never been in certain spaces, these places that the Most High are sending me, and it doesn't look like what I thought it would look like, but it looks like what the Most High knows it to be, right? There's so much that we can talk about, and we're going to continue this conversation. So I hope you join me for the next segment. This is more than a minute with Vette Green, but it is a minute, a moment. This is motivational. All right. So make sure you come back. Until next time, I love you, long life. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope you have a joyous holiday. I hope that everyone stays safe and sound. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the people around you that care, and know that family does not always mean blood, okay? I love you, long life. Have a wonderful, happy holidays and happy New Year's.